episode 5. Today we're going to be doing potion keeps. So, if you want to ascend your heroes, you come into the tavern. Boom. This is where you'll do your potions and your ascending. Now, I have most of my characters ascended, but this is what it will look like. So, if you wanted to ascend Crusader, you could use these potions. So, you've got the red ones and the white ones. It goes by affinity. So, if you have a blue character, like this one, you will need blue potions. Green, you need green potions, and red, you need red potions. And then there's the void affinity ones, which I don't have any. Here you go. I have one. So he needs the higher ones. Now, if you click the button when you don't have them, it'll tell you where to go to get them. Now, here's the problem, and this is what we spoke about in one of the first videos, is that, boom, certain dungeons are not open all week. So, you don't want to be spending gems on this. This is not something, I don't think I've ever spent gems in like the 2 years that I've played this game. So don't ever spend gems on opening a keep, just wait. The first week of that the game is open, when you first start, you're going to have every keep open. So that's how I have all these ascended heroes. I basically just kind of ascended all of them as quickly as I could, and it's actually part of the quest lines. So you're going to end up doing some of that as you progress anyway. Your main team, those guys, you are definitely going to want to ascend as quickly as possible. As I also previously stated, you want Kale maxed as quick as possible. Don't worry about quests, don't worry about anything, just max on whatever it is that you're doing. Everyone else, you'll get to 4-star after you do the 3-star quests. Get up to 4-star ascended, and even if you rank them up to 5 or 6, leave them. Don't go past 4 unless you get the quest for the 5-star ascended. The quest that I'm on right now, it just requires you to have a 6-star ascended. So even though I already did them to 6-star, my quest still gets completed because it just says have. Sometimes the quest will actually say ascend a hero, in which case you have to actually do it when the quest pops up. So that's where that is. If you want to mix potions, you can't go backwards. So I can't break these up into the smaller potions, but you can go forward. So you click the little potion mixer at the bottom right corner, and here you can pick whichever ones you want to mix. So if you want to mix this one into the mid tier, you would click, and it's 20,000. If you want to mix the mid tier up into the high tier, it's 100,000. Try not to do this as much as possible. There's a few quests that ask you to do it. You'll get some daily quests to do this sometimes. So just save your potions. Don't really waste them. The only heroes you're going to be want to ascend in the beginning are your main heroes. So all your War Maiden, your Kale, your Spirit Host, any of the main 5 heroes, maybe even 6 that you're using, ascend them first. That's the first thing. And then the other ones you're going to want to ascend are the easy ones, because you're going to get in the later, we don't want money, in the later missions, see in here, you're going to get a lot of quests that say like this: win 1 superior void potion from stage 10 or higher of the void keep. Now, that sounds easy in theory. You just got to win 1, right? Yeah, it's not that easy. So there's been quests like this, especially like when there's 5, when you need 5 of like the mid tier. Those quests, I had 1 or 2 of them that would eat up 200 to 300 energy. So it's kind of one of those things where it just sucks, but at the same time, while you're farming this big guy, you're going to be getting a lot of potions for the smaller guys. So eventually, you probably, like, I honestly haven't even spent, I think right in the beginning I spent time farming to get to level 3 ascension. After 3, I mean, as long as you just follow the quests, you're going to pretty much get most of the potions you need to at least advance. The smaller ones are easy to get. You're going to get a lot of them by farming these quests. So like this one, I could get this in the first run. It could happen, or it could be 30 runs later. So I'm going to get 30 runs of that void potion. So all my void heroes, which I really don't have a lot of, to be honest, all those heroes, I can pretty much ascend them right away. So how do you get these potions, you say? You go into dungeons. Hey, how many pop-ups do we need? How many ad pop-ups do we need to get into the dungeons? All right. So these are the potion keeps. This is what we're going to be focusing on today. We're not really going to be focusing on the dungeons. So each one of these dungeons is slightly different. Now, in the beginning, you're going to basically be able to beat, I believe it's stage 1 to 3. So here, let's look at Forest Keep, because that's the one I have open. You're going to be able to beat 1 to 3 for almost immediately. Like, you'll literally have Carol at level 30 in the beginning when you get the first quest to do a potion keep. As soon as you get him to that level 30 with the purple gear he's got, the 3-star attack gear, you could pretty much go into here and just kind of blast through stage 1 through 3, and you'll get a blue. Here we go. This guy. You'll get a Ancient Shard for clearing pretty much every potion keep to level 3. That's in the challenges. Okay. Now, as you progress a little bit further, it's going to ask you to do up to stage 5. Once again, probably not too hard. The only thing that could be an issue, honestly, the only one you'll have an issue with is probably this one. And that's because the affinity is red, and most of your heroes are, at least your damage dealer heroes are going to be magic. So they're not going to do as much damage. So it's going to be slow. Now, each one of these potion keeps has kind of a different strategy to it. So since I can't really go into the other two, what I'll do is I'll just kind of review them. Now, Arcane Keep is basically easy. I mean, you can go in here and kind of do whatever. Now, just so you know, I'm only clearing these dungeons for the quests. So can I beat 14 and 15? I mean, it's more than likely that I can. But from what I have seen, most of the time the drops are so random that you'll just do like if you wanted to get just medium potions, I wouldn't spend 10 energy in stage 8, 9, and 10. I wouldn't do it. I would just go into stage 7 because it's 8 energy and just farm that, and that's it. You don't want to be going ahead of where you are. So the thing is with this run is that I'm only using rares anyway. So these high-end potions don't really come into play too much. I believe the only hero that I have right now that would even use these potions was Broadmaw. That's it, and that's because I got them from the fusion, and I'm using them. So that's it. Everywhere else in this run, I don't need any of this, so I only clear them for the quest. So 13 was the last quest that we just had. You have to clear it on auto. I believe I have to do the Force Keep on auto too. I'll show you the quest in a sec. Now, every single other one has a small kind of, little flavor to it to make you have to have trouble. Now, in my opinion, the hardest one is Magic Keep. It's still not hard though. This isn't like the hardest content in the game, but in the beginning, when you're just starting out, these are the ones you're gonna have trouble with. So what do you have to deal with? So Magic Keep has a shield. She will put up a shield about I think it was every 3 rounds. Now, in the beginning, it doesn't really matter, especially with the heroes that I have currently. You can just blast the shield down. Like, pretty much the first 7, maybe even up to 10, depending on how fast you level and when you do the quests. Those first few levels, you're probably going to be able to just blast through the shield and not really have to actually worry about any mechanics. So consider 1 to 10 basically easy mode. When I did these quests to 13, I blasted through 11 and 12 at the current level that I was at, and it wasn't really that hard. And that was, but remember, this is like a month later. So 13, however, gave me a little bit of a trouble, and that was because I only have one hero that can remove buffs and remove the shield, and that's really what you need. You either need someone who can remove the shield or someone who can attack through the shield. Removing it is better because then the whole team can actually fight it. If you just have that one hero that can break through the shield, then you're only going to have one hero that can actually hit them, and everyone else is just going to be hitting the shield. So you definitely want somebody who can do that. That's why I have, here we go, champions. Conqueror. So his skills, I believe it's cut down. Yeah, he removes 2 random buffs from the target. So this is a great hero to have in the beginning. He's farmable. You get him from stage 1. I've already started building him, as you can see. But he's great for this, and it removes 2 buffs. Now the only downside is right in the beginning when you get the shield, when she gets the shield up, I believe she even has 3 or 4 buffs up. So what may happen is he'll try to remove the buffs, and you won't get the shield off. And then you've got a 4-turn cooldown before it happens, and she actually happens to do a lot of damage. So she hits everyone. So you're going to go in there and use this remove buff and then get hit for 3 or 4 turns. So you're going to want to try and find a few heroes that have remove random buffs or remove buffs from. I believe I have a few in my vault. What was it? I think he removes buffs. I think I just got I just got her recently. The totem. I believe she removes buffs. Yeah, she has a 50% chance of removing a random buff, but you can see why Conqueror is better. So she has a 50% chance of removing one buff from the target, and Conqueror can remove two. So having both of them on your team could be a good boost to this, because at least then you can have a 50% chance of removing one, they'll remove two. Like I said, I've never even honestly used this kind of strategy because I've built up my heroes to the point where I can just blast through the content. This is definitely going to come into play soon because I'm not going past 13 more than likely until I get into the next set of quests and until I actually need those potions, which I don't. So that's why we're not moving that far ahead. We're only using green shards. We're only using rare heroes, really. Like I said, this is my only epic, and so far I'm loving them. So that's it, and that's because we got them for free. So that's the magic. Now, obviously affinity matters, so you want to bring heroes if possible that are the right affinity to do more damage. However, like I said, the only one that's really going to give you trouble at this point would be the Force Keep. So Spirit Keep. She's a pretty easy battle if you have one thing. She heals herself every turn. So she just, every time you hit her, she heals herself back up. Once again, same thing. You're more than likely going to be able to blast through it power-wise from 1 to 10, depending on your power level, and as you do the quest. You're not going to be able to do it like, you're not going to start these, just to be clear as to what I'm saying. You're not going to just go in and, day 1, blast through 1 through 10. I'm saying as the quests appear for you to get into the higher stages, by that point, you more than likely can just blast through it with damage with Kale, and with War Maiden, and with Spirit Host. Now, you get a free champion just for doing the campaign. So where is he? He's in Felwyn's Gate. You get him just for doing the campaign. You get him for free once, and then you can farm him. So I actually haven't farmed him because I don't use him right now because, like I said, I just blasted through everything with damage. But he's going to be a little bit bigger later on. I probably will farm him. He's part of a fusion also later on, so I've just been saving him as of right now. I have him ascended in level 30. So this is his heal reduction. As you can see, ascended is much better. He places 100% heal reduction. That means if she heals 50,000 HP with this attack on, she heals nothing. Now, you're going to want to get some accuracy on him, because I've actually tried using him to beat that level. I was having a little bit of trouble with it at the end, so I just kind of pulled him in at level 30 just to get that heal reduction off. And his accuracy was terrible because I don't have any gear on him, and he just kept missing. So you definitely want some accuracy on him. Sometimes, if you have a hero like this that you don't want to build, you can literally just throw 6 pieces of accuracy gear on him, and then just protect him, because I have shield heroes and things like that. Just protect him, get him to do what he needs to do, and if he dies, who the hell cares? So that's what you want to do with him. So he's a good version of that. I believe there's a couple of heroes that do this. So I'm not going to sit here and go through every single hero. I know there's the Shadowkin hero that can do heal reduction. I think I have a few heroes that do it also. So as you're pulling the green shards in here, which I have 0 of now, I just pulled a bunch to get heroes because I'm trying to get my next 6-star. So as you pull them, out of all these heroes here, I've got pretty much heroes that I can eventually build up to do almost anything I need as of right now. I think the only thing I need to deal with at this point is Doom Tower, which I'm in, and there's a hero it's the spider fight, and I just need one more person that can remove all buffs. So I'm kind of hunting for Acolyte. I don't need it. I can probably do without it once I level up a little higher, because I literally got the spider boss down to, I think it was like almost 10% health. So it was just that last kind of hit, because I just don't have enough people that can remove the buffs, and I have the shields, I have all that to kind of protect my team. I just can't get through it. So you will always get enough heroes eventually. This is, like I said, this is 30 days in, and I have all these heroes. So green shards, you're going to get rares. So that's basically the Spirit Keep. Where are we? So basically, Spirit Keep is healing. So you want to reduce healing. So you want heal reduction, you get him for free. Magic Keep, Conqueror, you get him for free. So that will help you deal with this one. Void Keep is pretty much just your main team. I haven't had much trouble in there. This is really just a damage dealer. That's all it is. They throw poisons on you. If you have Spirit Host at this point, which if you've been following the videos, you do. So if you have her, you can just have her remove buffs. You've got Valerie for shields, and he just does a ton of damage. So as long as you can just get through the damage and get rid of those poisons, he's kind of a joke. Force keep really doesn't do much special. Here, let's see. I don't even know if I can beat him on where I am. I don't even know where I have to beat this for on auto. So let's see what happens. We got to do 11, and I think I kept him. Okay, so I kept Conquer and Lead so that my heroes do more damage. Let's see how this goes. Because like, I literally, this is where I'm at. I just started getting to the keeps level 13. So I have to beat all the keeps 13 on auto, and I have to beat all the dungeons level 13 also. Now, like I said, I'm obviously way ahead of where these videos are at this point. So yeah, you're not gonna just walk in here and do what I'm doing until a couple weeks in, at least. Because Kale, you pretty much build up quickly. So it's the other heroes that more than likely won't be as... Yeah, so he's annoying. He drops attack. I believe he does... I don't know if he does... No, hexes for the Minotaur's dungeon. So it's basically all he does. He's just annoying. Drops your attack. And that's really it. Like this is pretty much every potion keep. It's just three runs, 3 waves, and then the last wave is the boss, and then you use whatever tactic you have. So yeah, Conqueror's also really good in here because he's green affinity, so he does more damage here. I'll be building him up soon. I have him up to 50 now. Oh, there you go. That wasn't too bad. And just so you know, in these keeps, you will get all kinds of garbage. So you're going to get shards, you're going to get ancient shards, you're going to get brews, you're going to get potions. So that's the problem. Is even though those are good things. So if you're like autoing this for like the 45 your 40 auto fights for the day, and you're looking to get potions, you may end up, getting a bunch of shards, which is good. It's just not really good for your quest because your quest wants, potions. Not good. So that's that. Here we'll go. We'll just see if we can get through this. 11 was easy and 12 was easy pretty much on every single one of these that I've done. And then 13 was where it started getting a little bit, a little rough. I think I beat the Spirit Keep easily, like just at the end, because my attack power was just enough to beat her heals, because I didn't feel like bringing the healer guy in. But I think from 14 on, I will have to build my heal reduction character for these fights. And then I can honestly probably blow through in Spirit Keep at least, maybe 14, 15, possibly even 16. I don't even know. We'll find out once I build a heal reduction. But like I said, it's not even important because we're not doing that. We don't need... It's not like I'm building legendary heroes. I'm not building epic heroes up. I don't really need potions. So all my potions I can farm, probably first few dungeons and get the potions I need to build them up. All my commons are easy. They only use, like, I think, to get to 4-star Ascended, I think you only need, 2, 4, 10 potions of each, up to the lowest end potion to get them maxed. So that's the other good news about doing this. Here we go. We got some potions. Now we'll do 13 on auto and see if we die. So that's the good news about doing this the way that I'm doing it, is that I'm not wasting resources on legendary and epic heroes in the beginning, which is really just costing you essentially energy, because you're going to have to run these dungeons. Like I said, I've used 200-300 energy just to get 5 medium potions for a quest. Now imagine if you need all those potions for epics, which require the mid and high tier ones. It's going to take a lot longer. You're going to be running the higher level dungeons, so you're going to be using more energy. And for what? So you have a Deliana level 60 that that I'm going to kill in the arena anyway. She's not needed. However, she is really good, so she's going to help you in Spider. She's going to... Honestly, I don't think there's an area of the game that free legendary doesn't help anyone in the game. But as you can see, it's not necessary based on the videos that I've been showing. So you can still clear content without her, and you'll have strong heroes that are all ascended, and it'll help you get through your quests quicker. And that's really all you care about in the beginning. Most people will try to get that legendary early. They'll try to get that epic early, and it doesn't really help you in the long run. It's just going to end up... Honestly, it's going to end up hurting you because you're going to spend twice as much time trying to get that hero leveled up. There we go. So we did the auto on that, so now I should have the quest done for that. Boom. It's clear stage 13. So, and now I get... Oh, look. Big potions. That's the other reason it's good, because you're gonna get the potions you need to level up your hero, your higher end, yeah, your higher end heroes just from doing these quests. So there we go. So now I got that. So now I've got to do Void. Oh, I didn't do Spirit yet, I guess. Spirit, and I have to do Golem and Fire Knight. Fire Knight is the only one that I'm like, that's the only one I kind of had trouble with. But I have enough heroes now that if I level them up, I should be fine. All right, so that's that. Let's go back in. So now you've seen Force. I've told you about magic. That's the shields. Spirit's good. Void Keep is good. Arcane, like I said, is a joke. So we'll run real quick. 13. This one is literally just kind of a it's kind of a tank and spank. That's it. You just run through it and kill everything. The only thing you may see in here that's going to be annoying for the first few times that you're in here is the same thing you're going to see with a lot of the dungeons. Is that most of them will have one or two runs where you're going to have annoying wave monsters. There's always that one stupid hero that likes to block damage and makes it, and for some reason the auto target when you're autoing never targets her first. It always goes to everyone else. So you'll end up killing everyone but the one who blocks damage, and then they'll put up a block damage buff and you'll just be attacking it for an extra round. So you're going to waste like 10, 15, 20 seconds. Especially if you're speed tuned like me, you're going to attack that thing like 10 times before it actually gets a chance to attack and remove the buff. So you can add heroes that remove buffs. Someone like Conqueror could be good for that. What's his name? Skank. I don't remember his name. The lizard guy that I have. He'll actually attack through the buff. And I have a few other heroes that will remove buffs. So I'm building them now. You're not going to have those in the beginning, which is why I'm saying you're going to be autoing with, an extra 20 seconds on your run because of those stupid heroes. See, this one's not, there's really not much here. As long as you've got healers and shielders, you'll be able to get through these pretty easy and standard. This keep is open all week, so you never have to worry about it. So don't farm it ever unless you need to get a quest done, because you're pretty much going to be getting these potions from daily quests. You get them from advanced quests. You get them from the free boxes you get in the shop. Like, you get the white potions all the time. So unless I'm like off by one and I really need to get someone ascended, I pretty much never farm this. And as you can see, the higher you go, the more shards you get, which is good for me because I'm trying to get Apothecary here to level 60 now. As you can see, Spirit Host is level 46. I got her to 6-star just recently between the last 4 videos I did and this one. So we're working our way up to that 4-team 6-star because I need that to get through my quests. And there's also a challenge where you have to run 4 level 60 heroes. So there is a tournament going on here. So it's been slowing me down a bit because I was trying to do it, but at this point I kind of don't care anymore. It's a champion training event. Let's look at it. I don't even remember. I was number 1. I think I've since dropped down because, like I said, I kind of just stopped caring. There's a spider tournament. Where are we? Champion Chase. This is what we're doing. Oh no, this is the one I'm not doing. This I never do because I can't. I mean, I can. I just don't because I'm only using green shards. So to look at this, this guy's like 3,600. I would need to pull 3,600 of these shards, which later on isn't that crazy, to be honest. Like, I know there's people that'll hoard after you're playing like 6 months. They'll hoard like mystery shards, like 10,000 of them. I've seen it, but in the beginning, yeah, I'm not doing this. There's no way I can do it, especially since I'm using those pulls for my other stuff. So where is it? Champion training. So this one you get another costume. As you can see, I started doing it. I'm really, where am I now? My 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah, I'm down to 4 now. But this I would be interested in, but I'm really not going to get her. So I would do it just to get her if I was like really hardcore and wanted to use some energy. And you get a nice 6-star artifact set and a legendary book. I'm not out of the game because my energy's full right now. So I'm going to start training again, and I'll probably catch up to him again. So it'll really just be who gets caught up. We've been going back and forth by about 500 to 800 points each time. So he'll stop, I'll continue. He'll stop, we'll keep going. But like I said, I'm not really going to be pushing for it, so I don't really care at this point. Here's one thing I can tell you. I'll add this to the video real quick. These tournaments that come up, I think that these tournaments are the one thing that's going to stop you from progressing in this game. I There's always a tournament going, always. Like people will be like, "Oh, it's special." I'm like, no, it's not special. None of this is special. These champion chases, none of it's special. They're like, "Oh, but this time you get this hero if you win." Yeah, not special. Not special at all. None of this is special. Unless you really need a legendary book or a 5-star chicken and you want to go hard, or you want this energy like this, I would consider, you know, trying to get some of this. I probably will only get up. I think the last tournament like this, I got to like 400 points. It was a joke. Uh, I don't really care about these. These are going to stop you because you're going to waste all your energy and all your shards trying to win these tournaments. And maybe a year down the road, yeah, when you have everything backstocked and you have all the heroes you need to really do things, you can start doing tournaments hard. But you don't even need to do them. Like this one, I finished just from doing my dailies. So I'll fight in the arena, and I'm trying to get the Great Hall leveled up. So I did this tournament just by playing. Like I'm not even, and to be honest, right now I'm at 277. The guy below me is at 276. When does this end? In one day. So what I'll probably do is keep right above these guys and then let it drop to either get the energy or the gems. I could care less about the gear. I have a couple of those already that I won from tournaments. It's not really going to help me at this point. And I have a really good set. I actually had one that had speed and crit, so it ended up working out. I think the chest had defense, so I already got a really good set of that. So I don't really need it right now. It can't hurt to get it, but to be honest, I'd rather have the gems and the energy. This is all you care about in the beginning is gems and energy, because you want your energy for leveling, and you want your gems to buy your 4 main hero masteries. So don't get bogged down by these. In the 32 days, where am I at now? Daily login. So I'm on month 2. So in my 33 days of playing, I've spent only 2 days of that on one tournament. And like I said, that was just to get Kale's outfit. And that's because it was a one-time thing, and Kale's my main hero. So I really wanted it. And it's one of those things that you may not be able to get again. Who the hell knows this game? They might just take it out. So that's that. So stay away from tournaments. Just do the ones that, what you can do is what I've been doing is try to coordinate your quests with the tournaments. So if you see that a tournament for champion training is coming up in a day, and you have 1,000 energy stockpiled, you can just wait the day and do it the next day. But that's only if the rewards are really good. Otherwise, you always want to empty your energy every day. Like just empty it, because you're leveling heroes. That's all you're doing. You're leveling. That's how I was able to get 3. Like it doesn't seem exciting. Oh wow, you have 3 6-star heroes, but that takes a lot of time. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you're using all of your energy every day. I mean, I use my energy every day. I use the quest ones. I use anything I can get from the monthly. So I've been fighting in the arena to get this 200 here, and the advanced I clear out most days. There's a few days that I just either don't get to it because I don't have time, or there's one quest that's just stupid and annoying, and you get about 100, and you get a full potion refill, and you get 50 energy from one of the arena quests usually every day. So that's 150 right there. Your daily quests, fighting in the arena, you get a full energy refill. So that's about 240, so about 290 a day, at least at my level. You get if you have 80 energy, it's less. You get one from here, so that's another 120 for me. So yeah, there's plenty of areas where you can get things, and then in the clan shop, sometimes there'll be energy here, which you can get with clan gold. Don't forget clan quest. This is something I literally just found out existed probably about a week ago. I actually didn't even know these existed. So you make sure you want to do these quests. You can start with basic in the beginning. That can get you energy, especially for potion keeps and things like that. All right, so that's the potion keeps. Once again, don't get caught up in tournaments. There's always going to be a tournament. There's always going to be an event. There's always going to be a fusion. See, there's always some fusion going on or something crazy that's going to distract you from getting your team built. And that's why a lot of people will quit, because they're like, oh, I'll never win, I'll never finish. Like, yeah, it's because you focus too much on things that don't matter. So don't do that. All right, so this is the only guy you want to try and get, and then Relic Keeper. Don't worry about Razin for now, just save the heroes. All right, so that's potion keeps, that's tournaments, And I think the next time, I think I was going to be doing. I think we're going to be going into. What are we doing next time? We're going to be doing the. I think I'm going to do the dungeons next time. Kind of review those. Okay. So thank you very much, and I'll be back in a few.